this week? What does he provide that when he's not on the field, your defense doesn't?
Well, he is a very talented guy, and I think he brings a whole other energy level to our defense when he's available. And you can see, by his play, he really leads by example. And we'll be excited when if he's back out.
Anything click for him, especially this season?
I just think the more repetition that he's gotten, he spent a lot of time in the offseason studying tape, and had the unfortunate surgeries in the offseason, so it allowed him to really spend a lot of time in the film room. And he's a true gym rat type guy that loves the game, loves to do whatever it takes to be a good football player, and he's demonstrated that this year.
How much more, confident do you feel in the defense when he's on the field?
Well, I think he can do a lot of different things for us. He can play up around the line of scrimmage. He can play an intermediate part of the field, or he can play in the back part of the field. So, we've had things kind of dialed up for him when he's been available to be in all those different situations. So, to be able to utilize some of those things, is kind of part of what we've done.
Notre Dame has been really excellent in kind of the quick pass, short pass, intermediate stuff. How do you feel about their passing attack?
Well, I think they're very diverse in what they do. They obviously have a very good RPO game with the quick combinations outside and all their different formations, and they have a very sophisticated drop back game. So, they're a lot to deal with, not only from a run game standpoint, but the things they provide you in the passing game. And the quarterback sees the field really well, and he knows the system and operates at a very high level.
Is this, the most difficult challenge from offense standpoint that you have faced this year?
Every week is brings its own new challenges.
Yeah.
But this one definitely is a big challenge. They got a very talented offensive line, tight ends, running backs, quarterback, receivers. It's a formidable offense, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
It's like every week you guys get up against a really good tight end for a seem to like. How do you feel you've done against that position, and where does Notre Dame's kind of challenge?
Yeah, it's been different. I mean, number one thing we want to do is have the opportunity to stop the run on first down, and then get in situations where we can cover. And I think our defensive end has held up pretty good in the running game at times, and we've covered tight ends at times. So, but they have a crew of tight ends, a lot like Stanford, that they use a lot of multiple different guys that are very, very good players.
With their running game, is it more their lead back, or is it the whole operation?
Yeah, they force you to defend the whole field. I mean, they run in between the tackles. They run the ball outside the tight ends with the quarterback and the running back, and they get on the perimeter with the running back and the quarterback. So they give you the whole gamut from sideline to sideline to have to cover. So they're very well coached. They got a very good scheme, and they utilize the people they have at a high level.
Where have Marlon and Jay stood out to you most in the early months of the season?
I think Marlon's probably quietly been one of our more consistent players on how he's played. He just does his job. He's disruptive. He plays with really good technique. He gets off blocks. I've been really happy for him the way he's played. And I think Jay, being a three technique full time, he's learning how to play that position, see the different blocks he's going to get. But I think he's healthier now than he's been, and the week off came at a good time for a lot of people, including him. But I expect him to play well down the stretch.
How much have you sensed opposing offenses kind of running away from that interior?
There's some of that. There's some of that, but there's also the direct runs. But everybody's got their own little kind of game plan on how they're going to attack you, and I'm sure this week will be no different.
Last time you guys went out there, kind of got out of hand. What do you feel like is different about this team you're bringing in this time?
The preparation's been great. I liked our preparation last time. It was just one of those games we didn't play very well. They came out and jumped to a quick lead, and it just wasn't one of our nights. But I think we've had a good week of practice, and we'll utilize the time that we've had and got healthy.
What stands out to you about Ian Book?
Well, I think they give him the whole playbook with the offense. He will change plays at the line of scrimmage. He's very good with the RPO game, and he sees the field really well. not only when he's in the pocket, but when he breaks the pocket. I think he's really, really talented quarterback from a dual threat standpoint to make plays in the pocket and out of the pocket, passing game. Sees the field well. I've been really impressed with how he played last year and this year. So, going against him, we know what kind of quarterback he is, and we have a lot of respect for him.
Where's he evolved from last year to this year?
It's I think just a little bit older. He had a full reign of what they did last year, and it seems to be the same. When you go back and look at him last year, look at the notes that we had on how he played last year going into the game, and I think it's just his veteran-like type leadership and his ability to operate the offense.
Is their offense similar to anything you guys have seen this season? To anything you face?
They're a very tight-end oriented team, a lot like Stanford-esque, so to speak. But they're wide open. They'll open up the sets with two tight ends in there. They'll get compacted with three tight ends in there, and they'll keep really spread it out with three receivers and a tight end in there. So, and then they have other packages as well where they mix in two tailbacks. So they give you a little bit of everything. But I'm very impressed with their scheme. I think they do a really good job.
Last year, you guys were really banged up, but you still managed to put in a good game against them at the Coliseum. Can you learn something from that game, or is it not hard to tell because you've had so many guys who you were throwing in there?
Yeah, it's a whole different group defensively for the most part. We lost some seniors, and there were some guys that were banged up that played that aren't really playing that much now. But you learn a little bit from every game, and that game is different.
What do you feel like you cleaned up during the bye week?
I think we just had a chance to really kind of take a deep breath and really look at ourselves and show the players ourselves and how we look, in certain formations and certain things that we're calling, where they can learn from those things. And I think the communication aspect throughout the defense got better during the bye week.
Can you talk a little bit about Isaiah Polomau and how he's played this year? Yeah,
I'm really excited about how he's made progress within his defense. He's had a tough go with his injuries. He has overlapped well in the deep part of the field in the passing game. I think, there's some tackles he would like to have back with his angles, and we've talked to him and showed him those, and he's cleaned up those things, I think, as the games have gone on. But he's a guy that's very competitive, but he's looking to continue to get better every week.
Overall, as a whole, the missed tackles have been a bit of an issue throughout the year so far. At this point in the season, is there any way you can make a big stride there?
We do tackling circuits every single week, and we work at it on an individual basis as coaches with their own positions. So we just have to continue to talk about it and focus on it. I think it improved a little bit against Washington, and hopefully it'll continue to improve after the bye week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.